नमस्कार दोस्तों, क्या आपको सीटेट इंग्लिश की पैरागोगी मुश्किल लगती है? अगर हाँ, तो अब नहीं लगेगी। आज क्लास 6 में हम करेंगे थ्योरी प्लस प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस। पहले थ्योरी पढ़ेंगे, फिर क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे, ताकि आपका कॉन्सेप्ट पूरी तरह क्लियर हो जाए। आज का हमारा टॉपिक है लैंग्वेज स्किल्स, जो पैडागोगी ऑफ लैंग्वेज डेवलपमेंट का एक मोस्ट स्कोरिंग टॉपिक है। अगर आपने अभी तक हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है, तो सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, जिससे आपको रेगुलर वीडियोस मिलती रहें। और हमारे वीडियोस को लाइक कीजिए तथा अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर ज़रूर कीजिए। तो चलिए दोस्तों, आज का हमारा फर्स्ट टॉपिक है लैंग्वेज स्किल्स, जिसे हिंदी में हम भाषा कौशल कहते हैं। चलिए देखते हैं कि लैंग्वेज स्किल्स होता क्या है। द फोर बेसिक लैंग्वेज स्किल्स आर, भाषा की चार मूल कौशल होते हैं। फर्स्ट लिसनिंग, सेकेंड स्पीकिंग, थर्ड रीडिंग एंड फोर्थ राइटिंग। एंड हमारा नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है वो है द मोड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, जिसे हिंदी में संप्रेषण के माध्यम कहते हैं, जिसके अंदर हमें ओरल एंड रिटन टॉपिक्स को देखने हैं। हमारा जो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है वो है द डायरेक्शन ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, जिसे हिंदी में संप्रेषण की दिशा कहते हैं। इसके अंदर हमें रिसेप्टिव स्किल्स पढ़ने हैं, जिसे हिंदी में हम ग्रहणशील कौशल कहते हैं। रिसेप्टिव स्किल्स के अंदर लिसनिंग एंड रीडिंग टॉपिक को हमें देखना है। एंड हमारा जो नेक्स्ट स्किल है वो है प्रोडक्टिव स्किल, जिसे हिंदी में उत्पादक कौशल कहते हैं। और इसके अंदर हमें स्पीकिंग एंड राइटिंग क्या होता है ये देखना है। तो हमारा जो फर्स्ट स्किल है उसका नेम है लिसनिंग स्किल्स, जिसे हिंदी में हम श्रवण कौशल कहते हैं। लैंग्वेज इज एक्वायर्ड थ्रू द स्किल ऑफ लर्निंग। भाषा की प्राप्ति श्रवण कौशल के माध्यम से होती है। लिसनिंग इज नॉट द ओनली स्किल ऑफ लिसनिंग, बट लिसनिंग टू द स्पीकर और द स्पीकर एंड टेकिंग इट्स मीनिंग इन द सेम वे एज दैट थिंग्स इज बीइंग एक्सप्रेस्ड इज कॉल्ड लिसनिंग स्किल्स। श्रवण केवल सुनना ही नहीं है, बल्कि वक्ता को ध्यानपूर्वक सुनकर उसके अर्थ को उसी रूप में समझना जैसा वह व्यक्त किया जा रहा है, श्रवण कौशल कहलाता है। हमारा जो सेकंड स्किल है वो है रीडिंग स्किल, जिसे हिंदी में हम वाचन कौशल कहते हैं। टू एक्सप्रेस आवर पॉइंट और थॉट्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ अदर्स कॉल्ड रीडिंग स्किल। If you understand the matter well and it has an effect on it, then it is an example of a good reading skill. अपने विचारों या बातों को दूसरों के सामने व्यक्त करना वाचन का कौशल कहलाता है। यदि विषय को अच्छी तरह समझकर प्रभाव के साथ प्रस्तुत किया जाए, तो वह अच्छे वाचन कौशल का उदाहरण होता है। एंड नाउ आवर थर्ड स्किल इज रीडिंग स्किल। इसकी हिंदी पठन कौशल होती है। रीडिंग ए सब्जेक्ट एंड एक्वायरिंग इट्स मीनिंग इज कॉल्ड रीडिंग स्किल। इंस्टीड ऑफ लिसनिंग, रीडिंग स्किल लीड्स टू परमानेंट नॉलेज। किसी विषय को पढ़कर उसका अर्थ ग्रहण करना पठन कौशल कहलाता है। श्रवण की अपेक्षा पठन कौशल से स्थायी ज्ञान प्राप्त होता है। और जो हमारा फोर्थ स्किल है वो उसका नेम है राइटिंग स्किल, जिसे हिंदी में लेखन कौशल कहते हैं। चलिए देखते हैं कि राइटिंग स्किल क्या होता है। एक्सप्रेसिंग योर थॉट्स और थिंग्स बाय राइटिंग इज कॉल्ड राइटिंग स्किल। इन दिस स्किल द लैंग्वेज इज स्टेबलाइज्ड एंड स्पेलिंग और करेक्टनेस इज गिवन ऑलमोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंस। अपने विचारों या बातों को लिखित रूप में व्यक्त करना लेखन कौशल कहलाता है। इस कौशल में भाषा स्थिर होती है तथा वर्तनी और शुद्धता पर विशेष ध्यान दिया जाता है। और जो हमारा नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है वो है लिसनिंग सिचुएशंस, जिसे हिंदी में श्रवण की परिस्थितियां कहते हैं। लिसनिंग सिचुएशंस में हमारा जो फर्स्ट टॉपिक है वह है इंटरैक्टिव, जिसे हिंदी में अंतःक्रियात्मक कहते हैं। इंटरैक्टिव लिसनिंग सिचुएशंस इंक्लूड फेस टू फेस कन्वर्सेशंस एंड टेलीफोन कॉल्स इन विच वी आर alternately listening and speaking and in which we have a chance to ask for clarification, repetition, or slower speech from our conversation partner. अंतःक्रियात्मक श्रवण परिस्थितियों में आमने सामने की बातचीत और टेलीफोन कॉल शामिल होते हैं, जिनमें हम बारी बारी से सुनते हैं और बोलते हैं तथा अपने संवाद साथी से स्पष्टीकरण, पुनरावृत्ति या धीरे बोलने का अनुरोध कर सकते हैं। एंड लिसनिंग सिचुएशंस में हमारा जो सेकेंड टॉपिक है वो है नॉन इंटरेक्टिव, जिसे हिंदी में हम अंतःक्रिया रहित कहते हैं। चलिए देखते हैं नॉन इंटरेक्टिव होता क्या है। सम नॉन इंटरेक्टिव लिसनिंग सिचुएशंस आर लिसनिंग टू द रेडियो, टीवी, फिल्म्स, लेक्चर्स और sermons. In such situations, we usually don't have the opportunity to ask for clarification, slower speech or repetition. कुछ अंतःक्रिया रहित श्रवण परिस्थितियां रेडियो, टीवी, फिल्में, व्याख्यान या प्रवचन सुनना होती हैं। ऐसी परिस्थितियों में सामान्यतः हमें स्पष्टीकरण, धीरे बोलने या पुनरावृत्ति का अवसर नहीं मिलता। एंड जो हमारा नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है अब वो है स्पीकिंग सिचुएशंस, जिसे हिंदी में हम वाचन या बोलने की परिस्थिति कहते हैं। और स्पीकिंग सिचुएशंस में हमारा जो फर्स्ट टॉपिक है वो है इंटरेक्टिव। इट इंक्लूड्स फेस टू फेस कन्वर्सेशन एंड टेलीफोन कॉल्स। इसमें आमने सामने की बातचीत और टेलीफोन कॉल शामिल होते हैं। एंड जो हमारा सेकेंड है वो है पार्टिसली इंटरेक्टिव, से हिंदी में हम आंशिक रूप से अंतःक्रियात्मक कहते हैं। सम स्पीकिंग सिचुएशंस आर partially interactive, such as when giving a speech to a live audience, where the conversation is that the audience does not interrupt the speech. कुछ वाचन परिस्थितियां आंशिक रूप से अंतःक्रियात्मक होती हैं, जैसे जीवंत श्रोताओं के सामने भाषण देना, जहां परंपरा यह होती है कि श्रोता भाषण के दौरान बाधा नहीं डालते। एंड जो हमारा थर्ड टॉपिक है वो है नॉन इंटरेक्टिव, जिसे हिंदी में अंतःक्रिया रहित कहते हैं। सम स्पीकिंग सिचुएशंस में बी टोटली नॉन इंटरेक्टिव, सच एज व्हेन रिकॉर्डिंग ए स्पीच फॉर ए रेडियो ब्रॉडकास्ट। कुछ वाचन परिस्थितियां पूर्णतः अंतःक्रिया रहित होती हैं, जैसे रेडियो प्रसारण के लिए भाषण रिकॉर्ड करना। एंड जो हमारा नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है वो है रीडिंग, जिसे हिंदी में हम पठन कहते हैं। रीडिंग में जो हमारा फर्स्ट टॉपिक है वो है साइलेंट रीडिंग, जिसे हिंदी में मौन पठन कहते हैं। तो चलिए देखते हैं कि साइलेंट रीडिंग क्या होता है। रीडिंग रिटन मटेरियल साइलेंटली विदाउट साउंडिंग इज कॉल्ड साइलेंट रीडिंग। लिखित सामग्री को बिना आवाज निकाले चुपचाप पढ़ना मौन पठन कहलाता है। एंड जो हमारा सेकेंड रीडिंग है वो है अलाउड रीडिंग, जिसे हिंदी में हम सस्वर पठन कहते हैं, जो लिखित सामग्री को ऊंची आवाज में पढ़ा जाता है। देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ रीडिंग। पठन के दो प्रकार होते हैं। फर्स्ट है रिसिटेशन, उच्च स्वर में पठन, एंड सेकेंड है साइलेंट रीडिंग, जिसे हिंदी में हम मौन पठन कहते हैं। तो चलिए दोस्तों, अभी तक के जो हमने टॉपिक्स पढ़े हैं उन्हीं से रिलेटेड नीचे कुछ क्वेश्चंस दिए हैं, अब हमें उन्हीं को सॉल्व करना है। तो जो हमारा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है वो है विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग डज नॉट जस्टिफाई स्टार्टिंग रीडिंग्स स्किल विथ वर्ड्स एंड शॉर्ट स्टोरी टेक्स्ट इंस्टीड ऑफ लेटर्स एंड अल्फाबेट्स। Option A is words and text are more interesting but letters are not. And option B is separate letters are more difficult to memorize than words. And option C is beginner readers can focus better on bigger units than smaller units. And option D is words and text create meaningful associations which letters fail to do. Our answer is option number C. In all options, option number C, beginner readers can focus better on bigger units than smaller units, does not justify starting reading skills with words and short stories instead of letters and alphabets. जबकि और सारे जो ऑप्शंस दिए हैं वो करेक्ट नहीं हैं। तो हमारा जो ऑप्शन नंबर सी होगा वही हमारा करेक्ट आंसर होगा। लेट्स मूव फॉर आवर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 2। To assess reading skills at primary level, a language teacher should most importantly focus on option A is identifying the letters of alphabet, option B is use of punctuation mark, option C is reading at a proper speed, and option D is reading with understanding. Our answer is option number D, reading with understanding. According to all options, to assess reading skills at primary level, a language teacher should most importantly focus on reading with understanding. और जो ऑप्शन है वो करेक्ट नहीं है, सो आवर राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन नंबर डी। लेट्स मूव फॉर आवर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 3। Receptive language skill development channel is option A is listening speaking, option B is reading writing, option C is listening reading, and option D is speaking writing. Our answer is option number C, listening reading. Receptive language skills development channel is called listening reading. It means the ability to understand again meaning from information in spoken or written language. Hence, option C will be our correct answer. And now our next question is question number 4. Expressive language skills development channel is option A is listening speaking, option B is reading writing, option C is listening reading, and option D is speaking writing. Our answer is option number D, speaking writing. Expressive language skills development channel is growing, cooing, laughing, and shaking read. We can say it is speaking writing skill. Hence, option D will be our correct answer. Our next question is question number 5. Scanning a text is useful for developing the language skill of option A is listening, option B is speaking, option C is reading, and option D is writing. Our answer is option number C, reading. Scanning a text is useful for developing the language skill of reading. Scanning involves quickly glancing through the text to find out a specific piece of information. It is used when looking into a dictionary, invoices, catalogs, and shown. Hence, option C will be our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 6. Some learners of class 3rd, while reading short stories and other narratives, do not know some words and phrases but get the overall meaning based on the words which appeared before in the text and understand the text. What do they get to understand the text? Option A is syntactic clues, option B is vocabulary clues, and option C is semantic clues, and option D is rote clues. Our answer is option number C, semantic clues. If some learners of class 3rd while reading short stories and other narratives do not know some words and phrases but get the overall meaning based on the words which appeared before in the text and understand the text is known as semantic clues. Semantic clues refer to the meaning in language that assist in comprehending text, including words, speech, signs, symbols, and other meaning bearing forms. Hence, option C is our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 7. The development of reading and writing skill. Option A is can only be improved in language classes. Option B is takes place concurrently. Option C is unrelated to one another, and option D is happens separately. Our answer is option number B, takes place concurrently. The development of reading and writing skills takes place concurrently while the remaining options are not suitable. Hence, option B will be our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 8. Which of the following is incorrect? Option A is mother tongue should not be used when teaching another language. Option B is text of Indian origin need to be used in the curriculum. And option C is grammar should be taught in context. And option D is thematic approach is an effective way for teaching vocabulary. Our answer is option number A. From the above statement mother tongue should not be used when teaching another language is incorrect. Will the remaining options are correct? Hence, option A will be our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 9. The statements that describe the knowledge, skills, and attitudes that students should acquire by the end of a particular class or course come under. Option A is literary outcome, option B is numeracy outcome, option C is learning outcome, and option D is teaching outcome. Our answer is option number C, learning outcome. The statements that describe the knowledge, skills, and attitude that students should acquire by the end of a particular class or course come under learning outcomes. Learning outcome it is measurable statement that articulate at the beginning what students should know, be able to do, or values as a result of taking a course or completing a program. Hence, option C is our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 10. Memorize the content are carried out to help the learners. Option A is simulations, option B is extrapolations, and option C is conversations, and option D is drills. Our answer is option number D. Drills are carried out to help the learners memorize the content. Drill, a way of teaching in which students carry out training activities so that students have dexterity or skills that are higher than what was learned. Hence, option D is our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 11. Becoming a skilled reader requires learning to reason about written material using knowledge from everyday life and from discipline fields of study. So, it can be said that skilled reading is option A is fluent, option B is constructive, option C is extensive, and option D is decoding. Our answer is option number B, constructive. Becoming a skilled reader requires learning to reason about written material using knowledge from everyday life and from disciplined fields of study. So it can be said that skilled reading is constructive. Hence, option B will be our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 12. A teacher believes that free writing will help her students to strengthen their language skills. Free writing can be understood as writing. Option A is that is taken from any free source. Option B is that is based on free drawing. And option C is that is based on noting down everything that comes to mind without concern for rules. And option D is that is planned and written for a free source with a focus and concern on grammatical rules. Our answer is option number C. Free writing can be understood as writing that is based on noting down everything that comes to mind without concern for rules. Free writing it is a technique in which the author writes their thoughts quickly and continuously without worrying about form, style, or even grammar. Hence, option C is our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 13. Which reading technique is used for reading the daily newspaper? Option A is extensive reading. Option B is scanning. Option C is detailed reading. and option D is skimming. Our answer is option number D, skimming. Skimming reading technique is used for reading the daily newspaper. Skimming reading is a technique of reading rapidly in order to get a general overview of the material. So, our D option will be our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 14. A young child picks up a book, holds it right side up, and turns the page. These activities demonstrate option E is emergent properties, option B is emergent solution skills, and option C is emergent literacy skills, and option D is emergent curriculum. Our answer is option number C, emergent literacy skills. When a young child picks up a book, holds it right side up, and turns the pages, these activities demonstrate emergent literacy skills. It is used to describe the reading and writing experience of young children before they learn to write and read conventionally. Thus, the correct answer is option number C. And now our next question is question number 15. A teacher can develop the listening skills of language learners by option A is creating opportunities for learners to listen to a variety of language sources and people and engaging in other listening activities. And option B is making the learners listen to everything they hear passively. And option C is speaking continuously to learners both within the classroom and outside. And option D is focusing only on listening skills without associating them with other language skills. Our answer is option number A. A teacher can develop the listening skills of language learners by creating opportunities for learners to listen a variety of language sources and people and engaging in other listening activities. Hence, the correct answer is option A. Let's move for our next question, question number 16. The set of skills that develop before children begin formal reading instruction and which provide the foundation for later academic skills is option E is emergent properties, option B is emergent literacy, option C is emergent solution, and option D is emergent curriculum. Our answer is option number B, emergent literacy. The set of skills that develop before children begin formal reading instruction and which provide the foundation for later academic skills is known as emergent literacy. And the next question is question number 17. Learning a language is a matter of option A is product, option B is skill, option C is acquisition, and option D is process. Our answer is option number B, skill. Learning a language is a matter of skill because language is the primary basis of all communication and the primary instrument of thought and skill. Learning a language is an art and not a science, as art and language both are used to express inner feelings and ideas. Thus, the correct option is V. And now our next question is question number 18. During a writing activity in class, teacher asks student to brainstorm on the theme of writing given to them. This is a strategy for stage of the writing process. Option A is pre-writing, option B is reviewing, and option C is drafting, and option D is publishing. Our answer is option number A. Pre-writing is stage of the writing process. Hence, option A would be our correct answer. Let's move for our next question. Question number 19. The four basic language skills are option A is reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And option B is listening, speaking, understanding, and communicating. And option C is speaking, reading, communicating, listening. And option D is writing, speaking, reading, and expressing? Our answer is option number A, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. The four basic language skills are reading, writing, listening, and speaking. When we say that someone speaks a language fluently, we usually mean that they have a high level in all four skills. Hence, option A is our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 20. Pronunciation, stress, and intonation in conversation are sub skills of option E is reading, option B is writing, and option C is listening, and option D is speaking. Our answer is option number A, reading. A skilled speaker can use the sub skill of pronunciation to emphasize and make the communicative effect of their speech more impactful. The sub-skills of speaking includes pronunciation, stress, intonation, rhythm, and the use of the individual sounds of a language. Hence, option D is our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 21. Functional syllabus in language learning helps learners to develop. Option A is grammatical competencies, option B is dramatic competencies, and option C is poetry competencies, and option D is creative writing competencies. Our answer is option number A, grammatical competencies. Functional syllabus in language learning helps learners to develop grammatical competencies. However, this does not only mean that they obtain the grammar structure mainly in terms of their context. Hence, option A is our correct answer. Let's move for our next question, question number 22. Which language skills help in acquiring language first? Option A is speaking, option B is reading, option C is listening, and option D is writing. Our answer is option number C. Language is acquired mainly through listening in the early stage. And now our next question is question number 23. Which of the following comes under receptive skills? Option A is speaking and writing. Option B is listening and reading. Option C is speaking and listening. And option D is reading and writing. And our answer is option number B, listening and reading. Let's move for our next question, question number 24. Which of the following are productive skills? Option A is listening and reading. Option B is reading and writing. Option C is speaking and writing. And option D is listening and speaking. Our answer is option number C, speaking and writing. Productive skills help learners produce language through speaking and writing. And now let's move for our next question, question number 25. Which mode of communication involves face to face conversation? Option A is written, option B is visual, option C is oral, and option D is digital. Our answer is option number C, oral. Face to face conversation is an example of oral communication. And now let's move for our next question, question number 26. Which listening situation allows asking for clarification and repetition? Option A is non interactive listening, option B is silent listening, option C is interactive listening, and option D is passive listening. Our answer is option number C, interactive listening. In interactive listening, the listener can ask questions and request repetitions. And now let's move for our next question, question number 27. Listening to radio or TV is an example of which type of listening situation? Option A is interactive, option B is partially interactive, and option C is non interactive, and option D is productive. Our answer is option number C, non interactive. In non interactive listening, there is no chance to ask for clarification. And now our next question is question number 28. Giving a speech to a live audience is an example of which speaking situation? Option A is interactive, option B is non interactive, option C is fully receptive, and option D is partially interactive. Our answer is option number D, partially interactive. The audience listens but does not interrupt, so it is partially interactive. And now our next question is question number 29. Which type of reading helps in gaining permanent knowledge? Option A is listening, option B is speaking, option C is reading skill, option D is writing skill. Our answer is option number C, reading skill. Reading leads to deeper understanding and permanent knowledge. And now our next and last question is question number 30. Reading written material silently without sound is called. Option A is aloud reading, option B is recitation, option C is oral reading, and option D is silent reading. Our answer is option number D, silent reading. Silent reading means reading without producing any sound. That was all about this class. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video.